Hello and welcome to the Netherlands. Oh, that's a lot of windmills, isn't it? Yes, it is. Well, it's probably not that many. It is generating 360 things of power. And it says it needs 142, and that is just to actually move these axles. Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure if that's enough to power the pump stack, but it's working! My god, how long has it taken? So, yeah, this is interesting, and now we can basically concentrate on building the pumps, and once the pumps are built, I know that there is a way of getting windmills to actually work, so yeah, it won't be a problem to add more windmills. In the meantime, I mean, nothing particularly interesting has happened. We've had a kobold who got destroyed somewhere around here. That was probably them. And that's about it, really. Nothing else particularly interesting going on. What are you doing there? You don't look happy. You're extracting strands. Yeah, that does take a while. How many of those have I got now? It's got to be quite a few. We have... Where am I looking? Ah, yes, 166. Wow. Why are some of those forbidden? Unforbid those, please. They may have come from somebody's dead body. Yeah, somebody might have died who had stitches. And I don't know if you get the thread back in that case. It might be worth it for this kid that's got adamantine strands sewn into him. I'm just saying. Oh my word, that child is naked. Yeah, I may have just run clean owned to get rid of some clothes, and yeah, it may have stolen the clothes off this child. Oops. Well, I mean, they're unconscious, so they don't know anything about it, right? Are these guys ever going to wake up? I'm pretty sure they're just in a coma. So what are you wearing? Mittens. Nothing but mittens. And you two are naked. They've been in hospital for so long that they can't replace their clothes, you see. You are not wearing anything on your feet. Do we have an absence of feet? Absence of feet? I meant shoes. It could be that they've just been too busy to grab new clothes. See, all of your stuff is part of a uniform, so I would expect you to have stuff. Well, I'm gonna order some more shoes to be made. Leather shoes might last longer, I don't know. Leather trousers. I always miss the R in trousers for some reason. Leather tunic, I suppose. Yep, let's go with that. I don't know if I have any silk left, but let's make some silk robes. No, cloaks. That's what I want. Silk cloaks and some silk hoods. Why not? And they'll look very, very strange in an outfit like that, but that's alright. They're dwarves. It's fine. So yeah, I'm just so happy. They don't... Like when they're very first built, you see the blades kind of spin around and it looks really cool. But now they don't do that, and they just kind of do this weird little blinking thing, which doesn't look as cool, but never mind. Yeah, so just got weasels knocking around. Well, I think I will, as usual, get back to building and pause the recording for a... Okay, well, I mean, yeah, I'm still building the screw pumps, but that's just going to take a while, isn't it? And I do remember that we have a lot more slabs, so at least we can have a look at this. So here's a goblin. Whoa, that's worth 1,000 dwarf bucks. Why is that? Encrusted with bandfire opals, that's why. So this goblin was struck down by the fabulous sanctuary in the 7th attempted abduction, so that's quite a while ago. We've had several more since then. Alright, instead of me pressing Alt-S every time, let's go down to slab, that'll be easier. Alright, so what else have we got? We have... This one was also killed by the fabulous sanctuary in another attempted abduction, so yes, we shall memorialize all of their kills eventually. This one was killed by the subtle climax. After they killed a dwarf, actually. Slayer of the Dwarf Etor Guildcrafted. I wish I could remember who that was, but I can't. I'm sorry. Whoops, that's a blank one. Right, here we go, another goblin. Slain by the human. Hardly worth putting that one down. That was obviously killed by a caravan guard. I think that's a goblin, yes. These are all encrusted as well. Struck down by the human tileset feed lyrics. The bronze whip. Alright, next we have another goblin. Slain by cloister rooted. The Lost Walk with a steel short sword. The last of our melee guys to become legendary. Actually, I don't want to build a slab over that, because that's a silver block. I don't want to cover that up. Not that it matters, but... killed by the Fabulous Sanctuary. Slayer of the Elf 9 Skin Washed. What a name. So yeah, I believe this one killed the Elven Diplomat. I suppose it could have been one of the traders, but I can't be sure. Slain by the dog. Lorbram Trade Slick in the attempted abduction. Yes. It's nice to see them getting killed by dogs occasionally. And possibly finally, this one was bled to death, slain with a large iron disc. Nice. Nice to see the traps getting memorialized there. So, is that all of the engraved ones? I don't know. We have... This one was slain by the Fabulous Sanctuary again. They have a silly amount of kills. It's just unbelievable how many kills they have. Again, that's a gold block there. I don't want to cover that up. Alright, here's another one. Bloody hell. Killed by the subtle climax with the fair treaty of figures. What a name for a weapon. That's ridiculous. Okay, keep doing that. Right. This one is a kobold struck down by the Fabulous Sanctuary. Yeah, they are very fast. And that is... two more. Whoops, didn't look at that one. But never mind, you get the idea. We've killed a lot of things. There we go. And I want to check on my military. Oh, they're all running around like lunatics now. Stay still. Right, you. The equality of excavations. How many kills do you have? 47? Only 47. There's an elf in there. Yeah. Interesting. So you've killed a couple of minotaurs as well. You killed both of the minotaurs that have arrived here. That's quite impressive. So, subtle climax. How about you? 31 notable kills. Wait, you killed an ogress before you arrived here. Well, that's very interesting. Yeah, it doesn't say it's a notable kill because they don't have a name. They're not an historical figure, so... What about the Bronze Adoration of Weavers? 37 kills. Wow. Unless somebody's standing underneath you. Kills 38. Okay. The Fabulous Sanctuary is not in the lead. No, I'm missing somebody here. That was only 4 people. So I got the equality of excavations, or climax, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. We can... Right, I think it was the Lost Walk, wasn't it? That's what we were looking for. I'm pretty sure. Yep. So let's have a look at you. 17. Oh, he's like the kind of goofy one who the other guys make fun of for not having as many kills. What do you actually have? Right, you do have an artifact weapon, or is it a shield? I can't remember. Yeah, steel short sword. I mean, they should be pretty good for killing things. They got a good piercing, like spears, so you can usually get at the internal organs, and they have good slashing, like axes as well. So, alright, I thought so. You should be extracting strands as well. I always forget to reset my Craft Dwarf workshop after a strange mood. But, yeah, another thing as well. Like, in my reading about the windmills and, you know, in the various Googlings that I was doing to try and get it to work, I found that it's not a matter of a huge stack of pumps collapsing on itself. It's actually just if somebody cancels one of these pumps, then, like, cancels it outright, then it will collapse the entire stack. And, like, suspending one of them is fine. But I know why it collapsed before. At least I think I do, because they use enormous corkscrews, and those are kept in the same bins as weapons and trap components. And I regularly move those to the trade depot. And if I move one of those to the trade depot, then they can't find it anymore. You know, it says item lost, and they cancel it completely. They cancel the construction of the pump. So I think that's what happened. So I have been constructing a few at a time, and I'm going to be really careful not to move, you know, like trap components to the trade depot if they're going to be used in construction of a pump. So yeah, I think I solved that mystery, and I think it will expedite matters somewhat. I mean, we do have a chief medical dwarf, do we not? Did they die? No. They're still here. And I don't have a captain of guard. We've had 2 of them die, and quite frankly, I mean, somebody died of thirst in the prison. Like, the first one, even after I set up all the food and drink stockpiles. So, no more people are going to be going to prison. It will make our mayor unhappy. It will make our duke unhappy. I mean, he's been fine. Upset by the delayed prison punishment of a criminal. And, well, he's made a friend recently. That's nice. So yeah, having mandates ignored and having their, like, criminals not punished does make them a little bit unhappy, but honestly, I've just passed caring about these bloody nobles. Alright, so yeah, there's that. And I'm not sure if I showed it, but my flying squirrel, my giant flying squirrel, died in my zoo. And that keeps happening occasionally. I think it died of old age, which is a bit sad, but I mean, if I could request from the elves that they bring specific animals, that'd be cool. I think there's various mods that allow me to do that. Maybe I'll look into them in the future. So there's a party going on at a marble table. I wish I could tell which marble table it was, but it's possibly this one. I don't know. Let's have a look at you. Chief Medical Dwarf. No job. Do you see that? Yeah. You fuck. Oh man. I mean, not 20 feet away, there's like at least 3 people who are basically in a coma. Well, that's weird actually. All their clothes are underneath them. I didn't notice that. That is very strange. Well, let's claim all of their clothes. Maybe they'll put them back on. Well, they're taking them anyway. Whether he's putting them back on or not. No, he isn't. I wonder, even if he's unconscious, will he be upset about not having any clothes? Upset to be wearing old clothes? No, he's not. He's not getting any new thoughts, which is kind of cool, actually. But anyway, things are quiet, so I'll pause the recording, build more pumps, the usual thing. I don't know, it's almost not even worth announcing these things these days, but another forgotten beast has arrived. The name is Villela Konanana, or something to that effect. It's a huge panther with external ribs, has 2 short horns, and is slavering. Its clear hair is short and even, beware its noxious secretions. Well, I won't be inviting this thing to parties. It is covered in forgotten beast extract. Well, that is something that you most definitely don't want to mess around with, but it can't fly, and there are no well, there's just no way of getting into this cavern, I don't think. The stairwell goes right through it. I can't remember what it was that broke into this, I believe. Oh dear. They've suspended the construction of a screw pump. That's okay. Now, I did go ahead and build lots of screw pumps, lots of them. So again, if one collapses or gets cancelled, then right, yeah, they can suspend them, that's okay, and I'll unsuspend them later. That's because one of the, yeah, I mean that corkscrew is flagged to go in a different screw pump, so that's why they've suspended it, that's fine. So long as they don't outright cancel it. Are you confined? How are you, drink? No, you're just drinking the drinks in there, that's fine. Because I did wonder how you had got locked up in there. But yeah, other than that, it is still quiet, and my windmills are still working, so that's cool. I have started to dig out a little bit better access to this, which seems to have happened. So I need to build the vertical axles to power these pumps here, so needs ground or near machine. Well, I should be able to build them from the top down, so that's fine. Alright, oak logs. I should probably use some lighter logs. That might be sensible. But never mind. Alright, so we don't need one there, that's where the pump's going to be. And so, yeah, and we ran out of pipes actually. I've ordered a few more pipes. I got up to about here, Z level -13. So we need about 8 more pipes before we can fully finish it. And of course, many months for them to actually haul all the parts there. So, let's see, how are they getting on with these? I want to see, they don't need, right, they just need mechanics and someone to bring a log over here, so... Or we can get interrupted by an elven caravan. Well, I suppose that's alright. I mean, just depends what they bring with them. We really don't need to trade for much these days. What have you brought? Water buffalo. That will probably be starving by the time you leave the map. Well done. A red panda boar. Oh, I like red pandas, they're so cute. But unfortunately, it will starve to death if I buy it. I'm fairly certain that red pandas still need to graze, just like the black and white variety. A giant moth, wow. Yeah, that's not going to live very long though, is it? That's pond turtles. Giant wren, yeah, I had one of those and it died. It died, unfortunately. Because otherwise I might have been able to breed them, depends. I don't remember the genders of them. Yeah, so they brought absolutely nothing useful. They brought no logs. I mean, why aren't they bringing logs? They're supposed to be elves. I surely did not buy all of their logs. Alright, what's this? The Elven Diplomat. Don't get yourself killed, okay? What are you wearing? You look very fancy. His name is Kifino Cleansung. Oh, okay. Welcome to the fort. Please keep your interruptions at a minimum. Now that's weird. I had to build those top down so that they would be connected to that, but it's built the bottom one first. So that's now hanging from nothing. But get out of the way. So yeah, those are inactive. Let's wait for this last one. Yeah, trees. Okay, while I was waiting for somebody to build that, it became summer and auto-saved, but yeah, that's built now. So those vertical axles are in place, ready to power the topmost pump whenever it is built. And we're generating 360 power. It's still saying it requires 145. So look at this one. Right, total power needed 390. Right, so it's pretty much guaranteed that I'm going to have to build more windmills. That is fine, because I have figured out how they work, so that's good. But, should I start digging out the preparations for such a thing? It might be useful. But I can't be bothered right now. So these... Right, let's just ask for a trader. I'll have a better look at what they have to trade. Whoa! Someone just leapt in there. They're like, yes, I want to trade. Oh, and it's the mayor as well, who is actually our broker, I think. Blah blah blah. Enchanted by stuff. Right, what do you actually have? I mean, they got drinks, which we don't need anymore, really. I mean, we probably have enough drinks to last a few years, maybe. I have 2,300 and so much food. And if they brought some logs, I would have bought the logs, because we can never have enough of those, because we don't have any trees. And that's what we're left with here. And like I said, I do have a lot of windmills to build, so yeah, it would be nice. Right. Let's see, how are you getting on here? Those aren't built yet, are they? Oh, it is actually. So let's just, yep, a couple suspended here. Right, because that component was there. Right, I could probably unsuspend that one though. Yeah, it's, well, there's one that's not been built yet. There's one. Alright, there's quite a few. So where are the ones? Yeah, the ones that are isolated need 10 power. So I'm thinking it needs 10 power per pump. I don't know if it's additive like that or whether there's you know, a different calculation, but oh, you're all the way over there. But yeah, I mean, if it's 10 power per pump, then, I mean, how much is this generating? 360. I'm gonna need about 4 times as many windmills. That's a rough guess, but oh my word, that is a lot of windmills, isn't it? That is a lot of windmills. I don't know. So, yeah, I really should have asked for logs from the liaison when he was here, but they'll bring some anyway, because we always buy them. Where are you taking... Oh yes, you're putting the adamantine up here. Good dwarfs. So, alright, I think I will... There's a weird little red patch of mud over here. You know, I could probably farm on that. I could actually, but I'm not going to, because that would be very silly. And when I eventually do turn on the temperature again, the plants will all die, so yeah. So I think I'll pause the recording for a little while. Well, in fact, we do actually have some statues to look at. I mean, these have been here for a while, actually, but I just forgot about them. So here's a statue of Odon Bellhooves, our fanciful duke, and... yeah, this relates to the departure of him as the expedition leader. But it's a bit of a strange one. He was actually promoted to Baron, so that's very odd, but never mind. This artwork relates to the masterful iron pipe section created by Kib Steel Caverns. If everybody had their separate rooms, I would consider putting that in his room, but they don't. This is an image of Besmar Waxdoor, and it relates to the appointment of Besmar Waxdoor to the Captain of the Guard. I'm pretty sure they're dead right now. What's this one? An image of the dog in gold. By Zondakost. I don't know, there's some weird grammatical stuff going on here. Right, it just relates to the killing of a dog, but it doesn't say by whom. It's just a dog in a fetal position. It's a little bit morbid. So here's an image of Eros Silvers, and this relates to the election of Eros Silvers to the position of mayor. So we can put that in the mayor's room at least, even if they're not the mayor anymore. I'm not sure. Oh, they are. They're the mayor. So you get to have a statue. Congratulations. I will put it in your office. I'm pretty sure that's an office. So where is it? There you go. And the rest of these statues, I might as well... Well, we'll have the statue of the Duke in his dining room. Let's put it over here. Where is it? Bell hooves. And the rest of them can just go in here somewhere. I'll put one there. And one over on the other side. Whoops, not an armor stand. And we'll put one there. Oh, look at that patchwork floor. Doesn't it just hurt? Right, it's going to take them a very long time to get those down there, but never mind. Yeah, I've still got quite a few pipe sections left, but we're doing pretty good. We're getting some progress made. My child has made a cedar amulet. Well, yeah, alright. Well, let's have a look at it. It's a cedar amulet. It is useless. It is circled with bands of uselessness. Okay, thank you very much. So I have begun blocking off this access area where I was building these axles and stuff, cause obviously we don't want magma spurting out of this like a volcano. That would be bad. Yeah, that would be really bad. But I don't know, I mean, this side of the pump here should be impassable, but there are stairs there, so yeah, actually I do need that to be covered up, I think. Whoops. Yeah, I'm thinking I need these stairs to be covered over there rather than anywhere else, because right, I'm going to dig through there and build a floor. Yeah, we'll wait for that to be dug out so I can use proper building material. Preferably something magma safe, because that's where the magma's going to come flying out, I think. If it's going to come out anywhere, so... Granite blocks. That'll do nicely, thank you. And that is an upward ramp. Open space. Right, there's a gap there, but again, that's going to block the flow. So I'm thinking this gap here, or those stairs which are getting covered over, is probably the only place that the magma would come out there. So, I mean, all of this stuff here is relatively unnecessary, but it's there, and I can actually remove this slope now, and oh god, not another one. Okay, an enormous quadruped composed of snow. It has a gaunt appearance, so no special attacks or anything. Where are you? I don't see you. Ah, there you are. Right down there in the middle of the screen, and you cannot fly, so boo to you. Yeah, remove this slope. Thank you. I just dug that so that I could get down here and dig these upward stairs, which were an up-down stair. I accidentally removed them and trapped somebody down there who didn't have masonry. It was a child, but it's fine. I fixed it. Yeah, and I've also widened this corridor, as you can probably see, so I can start building the axles and stuff. And that child used about 3 or 4 logs in that stupid artifact that it just made, so, I mean, log stockpile looking pretty threadbare. We're not going to get a lot out of that, unfortunately. But, as you can see from the little animation, or the little switching between tiles, this is actually spinning. This top pump, the top 3 there are built. Can I get the next lot built? Granite blocks, pipes. No, the pipes are taking a very long time to build, because this stockpile down here was all gold. There was no iron on it, so they're having to go a long way to get some iron. And I actually changed this to being iron only, but they've not actually brought any iron down here because it's already on a stockpile, and I don't want to forbid the other stockpile from having iron on it, because we do have a lot of iron. We have a lot. 63 bars. Well, it's not as much as we used to have, but we haven't smelted any for a while. So, yeah, only really a few pumps left to be built. The rest are built, as far as I know. If we just zoom down, they are all inactive and built, yeah. So it is really just a few pipes that we're waiting on to build the last of them. And then we can see, I mean, how much power is it saying it needs now? Yeah, 1,210. So we won't be pumping magma in the next episode, but we will at least have a pump stack in the next episode. And then all it remains to do is expand our wind farm, and yeah, by a lot. And it might even be worth going into these caverns and chopping down some trees, because there's quite a few down there. Might make the elves a little bit unhappy, but I don't care. What I do care about is about 4 or 5 forgotten beasts all getting out at once. That's not really what I want to plan to do, but yeah, we'll see. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.